Hey guys, it's Ava and welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited because today I decided to do a 24 reading challenge. Well, I'm actually going to go to bed, so I'm not doing full 24 hours, but I am definitely going to be reading a lot. I am starting on my book in the Throne of Glass series called Tower of Dawn. I was 124 pages in, and then I started reading 125, or I'll start reading 125 in the next clip. But yeah, so I'm reading that series right now. Highly recommend. It's actually so good. If you are familiar with the series, a lot of you may know that you are technically, or people recommend you tandem read book 5 and 6, which means there's like, here, let me get the list. There's this list where it says like, so Empire of Storms is the 5th book. Like you read Empire of Storms chapter 1 through 5, and then you read Tower of Dawn chapter 1. And then you read 3 from Empire of Storms, and then 2 from Tower of Dawn. And so it kind of like is listed like this. And of course I found this out after I finished Empire of Storms. And I still printed it out because I figured maybe in the future. I also printed it out because I still have Empire of Storms. I rented it on my Kindle. So I figured that if there's any point of Tower of Dawn where I was like, wait, what's going on with the main characters of the other book right now, I can like kind of go back and play that. So yeah, so basically I'm on chapter 10 right now, so I can kind of reference this and be like, oh, like I would have just read Empire of Storms chapter 12 and 13, and then 14, 15, 16, what happened in those chapters, and kind of go back and reference them. But yeah, it's really fun. I'm actually, if you are seeing this and you want to read the Throne of Glass series, I'm only, what chapter am I on? Yeah, chapter 10. But so far it's been actually really good. People don't like it because it's a lot less action-packed than chapter 5, and I thought I would not like it because after book 5, because after book 5 I was left like in shock. Like it took me a day to get the second book because I was in line for it at my local library, online at least, and every waking moment was me thinking about book 5. It was actually one of the best books in the series for sure, and I thought, I'm gonna hate this book. It's not gonna be as action-packed. It's focused only on these 2 sets of characters rather than, I think there was like at least 5 POVs in book 5 because there was a wider range of characters, different stuff going on put into that one, as compared to these only like 2 POVs in a way, 2 sets of characters living 2 different lives but also intertwined. So I'm actually enjoying it a lot. It's different from the series, like most of the series books, but it's still good, and I'm okay that I didn't tandem read. For a while I was like, am I gonna hate myself? Am I gonna wish that I tandem read? And I'm not. So I'm kind of in a, I'm good with this. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I've been reading. I'm wasting my time to read. I will be reading for the rest of tonight till I hit the sack, wake up, read, continue to read, all that. I do have to go to work tomorrow, but I'm gonna keep reading. I'll probably read later, you know, wake up earlier maybe to read. Yeah, so I'm excited. Hopefully I don't know the chances of me finishing this book just within this video, because it's kind of like, it's 675 pages, I believe, 600 something, and it takes me, I can read about 50 pages an hour. Well, you know, minute a page if I'm saying that, or if it's taking me, or if I'm like having a hard time focusing. I don't know, but about 50 pages an hour. But based on my 50 pages an hour reference, it will take me some time. Anyways, let's go read starting at page 124, chapter 10, 7 o'clock. Let's get to it. Tell you what page I'm on now. So when I first started, I started reading at 7 o'clock and I was on page 124, and now I'm on page 175. So how many is that? So 56 pages in 1 hour. That's not too bad. They're about this right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep reading. First I'm actually gonna make the intro, so you already saw the intro, but that's when I filmed this. Guys, the person I told you about earlier, how I feel like okay, let me remind you, I'm reading, this character is new. Hasn't been in the past books, but she keeps mentioning this woman that she learned self-defense from, in a way, and this other guy who has been in the past books and has been around this other main character literally just said, oh my god, she would have loved this, like she would have been beside herself with glee. And so I think that's an indication that this character, the woman she keeps referencing that taught her how to keep herself safe in this like terrible country, basically, is the main character of basically the whole series. So, and I don't know what to do, because if you guys have read the Throne of Glass series, you know that the main character goes by multiple names. And when I first read it, I was like, who are people talking about this other character? I figured out later who the other character was, and you may be referencing it. I'm trying not to spoil it, but for me it was kind of like, wait, that's kind of a spoiler, because this is this person, and this is this person, this is, you know. Anyway, I'm getting back to reading. Okay, so I'm here to update on, I just completed hour 2. It's 9:06, so technically I didn't read for, I guess I read for like 50 minutes, because last time I started at 8:15, but yeah, I'm on page 225. I think I was on page, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize, but I've been going in 5s. Or at 124, I was on 175, so 50 pages again, I believe. So yeah, so 50 pages, chapter 19 is going good. I'm gonna keep reading. I think I'm gonna read till 10, take a shower, and then read however long is left till 11, and then go to sleep, and then wake up and read. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to my reading. Remember when I told you that there's this? Well, I'm gonna use it. I'm on chapter 21. I need to see chapter 17, because one of the main characters just mentioned a place that they end up going to, that he said, oh, she would never go there, and he said that, be like, oh, she would never go there, so like just lie to this other kingdom, but she does go there. So I need to see if she's there right now. The answer is yes. He just is a mind reader. But I do see why people tandem read these. Because that was crazy. That was a crazy poll to connect. Okay, we just hit hour 3. I'm just on, well, it's 10:04, but I'm on page 274, so that's 49 pages. Not too bad because I have been doing like random things for a few minutes, responding to text messages, things like that, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna read another 30 minutes, shower, and then read some more. So my next hour will be fewer pages, but we're getting into it. Okay, I only got through 20 pages in the last, what's this hour? In the 4th hour. But I am gonna go to bed. See you tomorrow morning. Okay, so I started reading at 7 and then I got ready as you saw earlier. So just wanted a quick update. We're on hour 5. I started on page 294. So we're getting into it again. And I will be reading for the next like 5 hours. Okay, I'm at page 300. So like 670. 660. Anyway, I'm really actually so proud of how fast I'm reading. So, of course, I reach a climatic part of the story as I have to drive away. Just had to tell you that. Okay, guys, so I got to page 322. So, from my 294, how much is that? That's like 30 pages. So I got 30 pages done. That was hour 5. And we're starting hour 6 right now on page 322. I have no time to move from my car. I need to read it right now. Here it is. And I need to know. Okay, we're logging in. We changed locations. Let's get to it. Okay, momentary pause. I understand why people tandem read this, but I don't think I would appreciate these sentences as much as I would if I was tandem reading, if that makes sense. Because yes, I do like this character is mentioning the main character of the series as she's on this other side of the quest. Like, she's in book 5 and this is book 6. They happen at the same time, as I've said. I don't know. I think it would be cool to read it and be like, oh, like, maybe she, because this character's referencing, like, oh, she, like, has things, like, she always has plans, like, that no one ever knows about, or, you know, this character has some insight that I think other characters, like, don't think about that are with the main character in book 5. And so I feel like this character, she has some insight, in me reading this, I'm like, oh, like, wait, you might be right. So I can see why people tandem read, but also I don't know if I would really recognize these as important pieces if I hadn't read book 5 first. So I'm kind of in the middle of like, do you tandem read, do you not? I think I'll have to reread this series and tandem read them to see what I think. If you got sad because you're like, oh, I didn't know I should tandem read, like me, don't worry, this book is actually pretty good. love this guy. He's so good. He's a good character. I hope he doesn't turn out to be a bad person. Because for a minute there, I got sketched and I was like, wait, this might not be good. But I think he's a good person. Anyways, it's 9:03 a.m. Also, most of these I've been like recording 9 to 9, like from the hour to 10 minutes up. So like 9:10 maybe. But it's 9:03 right now. 9:04 maybe. I got to 356 from 322, I believe. So I'm on page 356. That is hour 6 of reading. Wowza, that's a lot. But yeah, I'm 55% through. Oh my god, there's a bird right there. Do you see it? That scared me. I probably read at least 200 pages at this point. It's taking me longer than I expected. But again, I do have to I can't be too harsh on myself because I'm not really fully reading the full hour. I'm probably reading like 30 to 45 minutes depending on what I did. Like I just drove for half of that hour. So half an hour, 30 pages. So yeah, but I'm hoping I finish this book within this video. I think I will. So I gotta keep reading. I'm gonna keep reading. I was gonna go for a walk with the dog, but I think it's gonna rain. And I don't want to get caught in the rain. And if I did walk the dog, I'd also bring my Kindle. That's kind of sucks to walk and read. I mean, it's fine, but anyways, I'm gonna get back to it. But that was hour 6. We're starting on hour 7 now. Woo! Okay, we just hit hour 7. I just hit this chapter 33, page 391. That's, I think, for 34 pages from 356, I believe. So, yeah, here I am. Not much more progress. Again, I'm reading, but I have to do other stuff. I really want to finish this book, though. So, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep reading. We will finish it for sure. Okay, guys, I'm calling this my hour break because I haven't read anything and I need to work on some other random stuff. But I'm going to get back to it because guess what? I have no work. So we're going to read for a lot more hours. So I'm taking a break from my hour 7 and then I'll return to hour 8. But let's go. Okay, 429, page 429, that's hour 8, 11 to noon. My eyes are getting tired. And I had lunch. I think I was on page 395. So I only read like 30. Not the 50 I was reading yesterday. Anyway. Down next onto hour 9. So this hour was way better. This is hour 9. Just finished. Got to page 484 for hour 9. And that is a total of 55 pages. Way better. I actually had the time to sit down and concentrate. I did drive probably 10 minutes of the hour to get to go pick up my sister. But yeah, so I'm 74% in. We are making progress. So yeah, I'm gonna read the next hour-ish. I am going to work actually today. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to go for 2 hours and then come back, read some more, see if we can't finish this book by tonight. So let's do it. Okay, I just got back from work. I forgot to film hour 10, but anyway, hour 10 was only 10 pages. I'm on page 494. That's because I was driving basically that whole hour. But we're back. We're starting at 5 o'clock for hour 11. Starting on page 494. We're 75% in. We're almost there. Just 150 pages to go. We got it. By the end of this video, this book will be done. And while I'm thinking about it, if you want to see me do another video but with shorter books and actually have the paperbacks, let me know, because I know I could breeze through a ton of like paperback books, like super light ones, if that makes sense. So A, drop your book recommendations in the comments below. B, let me know if you want to see a video like this again. And yeah, maybe I'll do an actual full 24 hours and stay up and everything, but that'd be crazy, but I'll do it if you want me to. Okay, let's get into hour 11. Okay, I just finished hour 11. There was some crazy plot twists, but now I'm on page 534. I think I was on page like 494, possibly. 81% in. That was hour 11. We're on to hour 12. I'm gonna eat dinner, log it back in. I just have to say, if you're not intrigued into reading this already, I beg you to read it. Insane, insane. I checked where I was in the story with what I just learned, as you saw, and it's after, if you tandem read, you would have finished the 5th book by now and just been finishing this one. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, I have to tell you that we are exactly 24 hours from when I last started at 7 p.m. But I told you guys I'd finish this book, and I'm holding to that. So that was hour 12. I made it to page 593. I forgot what page I was on. I think I read quite a bit, but I'm at 89%. I got 10% to go. 593, how many? I think it's possibly 100 pages left. Probably like 150. So we're gonna keep going. Okay, that was hour 13. I obviously am not reading. I'm taking the dog on a walk, but hour 13, I only got 20 pages done. And that's because I was doing this, and also because I was looking for my glasses case. Many factors, but as soon as I get back, we are in hour 14. For hour 13, I left off on page 608. So that's 20 pages about, or not even, like 15 pages from 593. So yeah, let's get into hour 14. Well, this series continues to be the biggest plot twist series of my life, and so good. It's so good. It's so well written. Like, all the ideas are just like, I never know what's gonna happen. Like, I would have never guessed half of this. Never, ever, ever. I would have never come up with this. And I literally thought I was gonna hate this book. I literally thought, because people were like, it's better when you tandem read, blah blah blah. I thought I was gonna hate this book, and this is probably one of my favorites in the series, hands down. This one was well written. It was different from the others in a way that it was still very interesting. That is the end of my reading challenge. 14 hours of reading. Given they probably weren't a full 14 hours, so what we learned was that I averaged about 50 pages an hour, 50 to 55, depending if it was like a good hour or not. How distracted I got. Some of them I only read 20 because I was doing other things, but yeah, I wonder how long it took me to read this book. It will tell me, I think, if I go to the beginning. Okay, so it took me 10 hours total to read this book. Like, actually sit down and, like, actually pay attention to read. Or that's what it recommends to me. Basically, it says that it would probably take me 10 hours to read this book if I sat down and focused without walking away. So, I'd say that's pretty good. I did take time to crash out. Anyways. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I'm gonna hate myself because I have to edit it tonight or tomorrow morning before 10 a.m. So it will be out tomorrow morning though. Or right now. Or whenever you're watching it today. 5 years from now. Yeah. If you guys want to see another 24-hour challenge, reading challenge, let me know. I'll do it. I do realize that my eyes pretty much got pretty tired after the first, like, especially today. I noticed that they got tired pretty quick. And I think that's when I was, like, having those hours where I'm, like, struggling to read and, like, lock in and focus. But other than that, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I also think because this is such a heavy book, not a heavy book, but there's so much information, it takes a lot of time to process and be like, oh, like this and this, and oh, this connects to this, and this was like 100 pages ago, but it's important. So I think that's what this is. But if you guys want to see me do it with like some lighter reads and see how many books I can actually get through, reading light stuff, like better than the movies or something, let me know. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. So yeah, if you want to see more of me, you can check me out on my Instagram right here. It's also linked down below. I haven't been as active on it lately, but I think I'm going to try and work that back up. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.